This is another recording for Messages for Meditation. Thank you for being here today. The message that came through was one of tolerance, especially regarding an idea called absolute truth. So I use my crystal for demonstration purposes. Absolute truth, let's just say this is it. This tiny little dot over here is a single soul looking at one small part of the absolute truth. And this is where we are right now. We're all multiple souls looking at one absolute truth in our own little perspective line, never being able to see the whole. And that's not really our purpose here, is to see the whole absolute truth. We see our part of it. And that's where the idea of tolerance comes in. So tolerance comes in when you know that that absolute truth, nobody can actually see the whole thing. At least nobody here in the third, fourth dimension on Earth. So another aspect of this is the tolerance comes in when we remind ourselves that every soul looking through the eyes onto that absolute truth of what is reality has its own set of filters. And those filters come in at birth, the family you were born into, socioeconomical influences in your life, religion, education, media, your friends, the experiences you had growing up. I mean, all of these add, think about like a filter going in front of your perspective of the earth and the reality of your existence here on Earth. We can't compare our perspectives from one person to another. There's just infinite layers of filters on our perception of what's actually happening around us. And that's where the tolerance comes in. If we can really take that to heart and understand that everybody is looking at the same thing through these very different eyes, and that, you know, even if you're on one side and they're on the other side, and you cannot for the life of you, no matter how hard you try, understand how they can see that when they look at absolute truth, it's because we're not supposed to. We don't have to understand everybody's opinion. We don't have to agree with everybody's opinion, but we do have to have the tolerance that everybody's opinion is based on their own perception of absolute truth, and that none of us hold the key to absolute truth. Therefore, is anybody actually right or wrong? I mean, if we stop trying to be right and wrong and just accept that people have different views and that's totally okay, and that we should work together to incorporate all those views the best we can, what would that be like? What would your day be like? What would your conversations be like? What would your relationships with other people be like if you could tolerate the fact that they don't agree with you, that they can't see things the same way as you, and to be at peace with that, to really truly be okay with that, be 100% okay with that idea, and that being right isn't what's important. Being tolerant about the infinite perspectives of absolute truth is what is really important. Give it a thought. Just let it sink in. And how would that affect you? How would that affect the world around you? And how would that affect your relationship, especially your relationship with the people around you? I don't know. I think we'd all get along a little bit better. Anyways, that's the message for now for meditation, and I will see you again shortly. Thank you. Bye.